Hello there and welcome to Mark Carl's Hypnotherapy. Tonight we have Lewis. Lewis, an old client of mine, has just finished his sessions with me and has kindly said he would do a testimonial. Good evening, Lewis. How are you?
Hi, I'm good, thanks. How you doing, Mark?
Living the dream, as I always say to people, living the dream. So, again, thank you for doing this. It's so important when people do this. It's worth its weight in gold. And obviously, it might resonate with just that one person. Well, that's one person in our, that's excellent. Thank you. So, without further ado, my friend, tell us what was going on with you and how things progressed.
Yeah, so my mum passed away earlier in the summer last year, and as a result, I sort of started to suffer with some, I would say, trouble with public speaking. So I would feel quite fearful, and it became quite challenging to do that, which was a big part of my work.
Mhm.
So I sought out some support through hypnotherapy and Googled that in the local area, and you were the first one to pop up. And when I looked at your website, I also looked at the testimonials and looked at the background of what you've been doing and reached out to see if you were able to help rebuild a bit of the confidence that perhaps had been shaken as a result of what had happened to my mum.
Mhm. And so from there, you obviously found me, and then we had sessions together. We had four sessions. I
Yeah,
usually do four sessions. First impressions, first session, etc. How'd that
yeah.
go for you?
So I think one of the first things that put me at ease was that I'd said that I'd never been hypnotized before, and you assured me that actually I was being hypnotized at many moments in my life at any time. So I think you really built some trust up quite quickly with me, which I really appreciated. You
Mhm,
made my maybe unease at being hypnotized by a stranger put at ease quite quickly.
mhm,
So I appreciated that. And then I think you really sought to sort of listen and find out what was going on with me so that you could, I guess, tailor the approach to the hypnotherapy sessions with me.
mhm. Yeah, and those four sessions. Would I mean we had four sessions together, and
Yeah.
each one had a different scenario to it. What would you say was your favorite one?
Yeah, so I think you took me on a journey in a train, which was really interesting. I think actually what I found was really easy to visualize and to follow through with the storytelling that you were doing in the piece. I think um, I certainly found myself thinking a lot about uh, who I wanted to become and what I wanted to I guess be known for in many scenarios, many situations. And I think we talked today actually in our just after our last session about reflecting back on where I was at the beginning of the sessions and where I ended up, and actually the the looking back, I really see the difference and I guess the growth and the return of confidence that has come over the last few weeks.
That's absolutely brilliant. Absolutely right. Yeah, because sometimes it's very, what had happened was, if you don't mind me saying, uh, I sat down and had a quick sort of talk about how the week had gone, and you said, well, something had happened, and it's really important to to work out, actually, this isn't me going backwards. If you really look at where you were before and then look at what happened now and where you are actually now, it's a huge difference. And you realize, actually, no, that everything was absolutely fine. There's no
Yeah.
problem at all.
I think it's
So,
about, I was going to say, it's about how you perceive those challenges as opposed to the fact that they're there because they will always be there.
yeah.
And I think it's all about changing your outlook towards those things.
Mhm.
One, that you're capable, and two, that I guess some of those emotions that are connected to
Yeah.
those fears that you have, that
Mhm.
they're normal as well.
Mhm. So how are you now then? How do you feel?
Yeah, really good. So I'm looking forward to putting everything into practice, and certainly my day-to-day life is much more improved.
Yeah.
And I would say that I'm not necessarily um, in the same, and I'm not in the same situation as I was when I first reached out.
Yeah.
And now it's about, yeah, as I say, stretching those risky scenarios, if you like.
Okay. Well, that's wonderful. Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Nice, short and sweet, but fully really with all the what's needed for everybody to hear.
Yeah.
Anything else that you'd like to add, or you're quite happy with that?
No, that's good. That's all. Thanks. So
All
just
right.
a big thank you for the help.
Absolutely, you're more than welcome. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Another successful session, set of sessions, another happy client. And always remember that you can find me on YouTube, Google, Facebook, Instagram, basically any social media. Whether if there's my social media, I'll be there at some point if I'm not already. And remember that the help is out there. Don't suffer alone. And even if you don't work with me, reach out, because when you reach out, that's half the battle won, because you're telling yourself enough's enough. And that's when the mind really kicks in and says, then what are we going to do? Okay, do that search, do that Google search. So, Lewis, thank you so much for doing
Thank you.
that. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, I like to sign off with this is Mark Carter of Mark Carter Hypnotherapy, wishing you the very best mental, emotional, and physical health. Good night.